According to the report released last week Friday that examines the monthly inflation rate performance in the country as measured by the Consumer Price Index, inflation rose by 3.9% compared to 1.6% recorded in April 2020.
And the two major contributors to that inflation is your food and non-alcoholic beverages as well as transport. So for transport, it was dominated by purchases of vehicles and transport alone, which contributed a good 14% to the overall inflation basket or NCPI basket. It rose by a good 7.5%. That was a significant increment or contributor. The other one is food and non-alcoholic beverages, which was a good 16% of the basket. Hence, when you look at it in terms of increment, it's a good 15.8% higher. The significant portions of that is food, like especially your meat, and then of course fruits and oil and fats.
The Namibia Statistics Agency divided the country into 3 zones as they collected statistics on inflation. The southern regions, including Erongo, recorded a much higher percentage compared to Khomas and northern areas.
So we have Zone 1, Zone 2, Zone 3. Zone 1 is everything north of Oshwarongo. So you have Oshodonjupa, the 4 all north regions, Oshkoto, Oshana, Ohangwena, Umsati. You have Kunene, Kavango East and West, as well as Zambezi. That's your Zone 1. Then you have Zone 2, where you have Windhoek. So Zone 2 is representative of Windhoek. And then we have Zone 3, where we have Omaheke, Karas, Hadap, and Erongo region. Now, it might probably tell you that you might have different inflation or different costs cost of goods in those areas. And indeed, when you look at the data, you will see that in Zone 1 that I spoke about now, you had inflation of 3.7%. The same with Zone 2, your Windhoek, where you also had 3.7%. And then you have Zone 3, where you had 4.4%. So Zone 3 is your south, Maheke as well as Erongo. The annual inflation is up to 4.4%. The national one is 3.9%. Zone 2 is 3.7%, vis-a-vis 3.9%, as well as Zone 1.
The Consumer Price Index is published every 15 days after the end of the reference month to which it relates. Zakaria commended stakeholders for their cooperation in assisting with the compiling of the bulletin.